Hello, everyone. Bitmodo, thank you very much. Let's go, my friends. There's not a lot of news about this out there. I found it in the Israel news that it was probably now about 6 to 8 hours ago. There was a massive strike or explosion or bomb, something that hit um, in the Vatican Square. I heard the obelisk that is in front of the Vatican, and this is days after Bitmoto that the Georgia Guidestones were also hit by something that caused a blue flash in the sky. Someone was seen leaving the area, and I saw the videos of at the Vatican, the live videos, and let me tell you that it looked like a fusioning fire. It did not look like a regular fire, and that's what we're going to talk about a little bit. Even though I haven't seen any news talking about it. I haven't even seen Alex Jones mention it yet, which was absolutely surprising. He is like overwhelmed with all the crap that's going on, all the good news now going on in the States and in some other countries. Maybe we're seeing some signs of a retaliation. Maybe it's a sign that the people are fed up, whether it was military. We don't know what's going on, but it's very interesting. I haven't seen a lot of footage about it. I'm up to about 2 or 3 websites that I've seen it. I'm telling you guys, I saw it on Israel news, Israel 3 something, Israel 365 or Israel, I don't know what news, where they showed in Rome, so many people in Rome, and you can't help but wonder how come nothing's going on in the news. And this is serious stuff. At the same time that the Georgia Guidestones were just hit on top of it. Stephanie Kerr, how's it going, my friend? Wait, hey, Little Minx. Hello. Thank you for the generous contributions, also, Little Minx. I appreciate that. If you don't mind, I will stick your name on the end of the video. I wish I could stick everyone's name on the end of the videos, but I do the ones that take the time to go to my event, and I appreciate it very much. And of course, for all the comments. So, Little Minx, we have some action going on at the Vatican City, in the Vatican City. Not going to confirm nothing. I saw it, but I'm not going to confirm nothing. But I can confirm that there was a fire, a hit. We don't know what it is. They're calling it an explosion. In the footage, I could hear many explosions. I saw a ball of light that was over the Vatican. It looked like a tiny sun that was there. Like, it was really weird. Really, really weird. But what I could hear, it sounded like a war zone. I could just hear bang, bang. Of course, things are exploding and stuff. But if you think that they hit just the obelisk, that the cement obelisk, unless something was hiding under the obelisk, the fusioning fire that was coming up from that, and I'm saying fusioning because it was a white, bright light that was coming up from between. I didn't see with my own 2 eyes in the video the Vatican itself. I saw some in images, but no live footage. I saw leading up to go to the Vatican. You just couldn't reach there. Obviously, the fire people will not be able to go there either. The same story as like 9/11, where they just had to let everything go down and before really being able to do anything. Josh, how's it going, man? I don't know what it is, bro, but it's really weird what's going on. So we hear after the Georgia Guidestones, and all of a sudden, this is somebody on my last video that came to leave me a comment saying, Bruce, there's so much stuff going on. And the person commented, he goes, even the fire at the Vatican. I said, what? What do you mean fire at the Vatican? He said, there's a big ass explosion at the Vatican a couple hours ago. And I went to see, not the Vatican, but online, trying to find anything I could. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, guys, you're going to have, yes, Stephanie Kerr, most likely, the Source Networker here. I've done some work on the same events. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot for being here, the Source Networker. I appreciate it. Thanks for listening in. Thanks for connecting. Yeah, you're probably right about that, Stephanie. And the blue flash at the Georgia Stones, I don't know, but now the fusion fire there was just incredible. I don't know, because you see today, Pope Francesca, was doing a sermon on Sunday. So this occurred. The date is July 10th. We're the 11th today, July 10th, which there's a difference of, I don't know how many hours. I think 5. It's right now it's about 8 or 9 at night, if I'm not mistaken, approaching nighttime at the Vatican. This would have happened about 6 to 7 hours ago, to give you an idea of the area. If you're looking up about the fires at the Vatican, you are going to be brought to pages where they bring you to a February fire, a 217 fire, a 219 fire, where there was a part of the Vatican that was damaged. You got to keep looking through those files until you go down and look for posts that say 1 day ago or 4 or 5 hours ago, and you'll see they're talking about it and they're showing it. Right now, they're not showing at the Vatican because I don't even know how anyone can get there. I could hear sirens from a video that was like, I don't know how many miles away from the Vatican that was looking at the smoke. The smoke looks like, I mean, it was the size of like a nuclear thing. It was big, okay? Big, black, intense, deep smoke rising up from the Vatican. And they say the Vatican. Where in the Vatican? We don't know if it's inside of the Vatican. We don't know if it's definitely on the outside for sure, or on the inside. It's one or the other. And it's around where the Vatican is, but exactly, we don't know. Charlene, thanks again for being here, guys. And thanks for being members. I appreciate it, eh? And that's what I'm just looking at now. And in the reports in the Vatican, I might cut here a little bit if I'm jumping around, if I'm looking up something. There's not much information about it, but the videos are there. Rome burning, huge explosion and fire, bombing of the Vatican, war. There's a whole bunch of things coming up. Rome burning, explosion and fire, an obelisk in the Vatican Square was BOMBED, apparently. So this is what they're saying. And there's really not much. So you just see, you can't see the Vatican. All you can see is black smoke and fire. Is it the whole Vatican that's being burnt down? I don't know. But it's something pretty big. Explosion reported at the Vatican. Yeah. I'm looking around and some people are talking about it. There's a little bit on Twitter about it. Daily Mail is talking about it. But again, oh yeah, I see an image. It's right behind, like you see the Vatican front. Well, in back in the yard, like in maybe even parts of the building are actually burning. Yeah, but bystanders watch in shock as black smoke covers area above the Vatican. It's just completely engulfed in massive smoke and very, very high rising flames. You could hear explosions, poof, paf, poof, lots of explosions at the same time that are occurring there. Chantel, thanks for being here. Hello to you. Mississippi Soldier 369. We've got a lot of action going on. The Georgia Guidestones. We got at the Vatican. I heard, I don't know if another shell where they hold ammo somewhere also exploded into oblivion. Very recently, all the food, like Nestle and stuff that are holding all these, the food banks, in other words, all these places where they ship out the food and everything, were also, things happening. Yes, Agent OOE and Matt. Sorry about that. Yeah, could most likely be the CERN. They started it up. Well, if it is the CERN, boy, it maybe not so bad. I don't know if that's what happened. It's very interesting. I'm jumping around here. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe there'll be more people this afternoon. I thank you a lot for taking the time. Hey, Julie Stats. I'll be going to the mail tomorrow to be checking things, and Thursday. Thanks for being here, the Stats. Karen's in the house. Again, Mississippi Soldier. Thanks again for being here, my friend. So is it an attack on... Thanks again, Julie. Stu's in the house. Alberta, thanks for listening in. Hey, Shenpen Sanj, thank you. Yes, it's incredible. You know what's scaring me is that they're not talking about it in the news anywhere, like nowhere. Alex Jones didn't even mention it. It really is happening. It's in the news, and this massive fire, So I don't know. Thanks, Stephanie. I don't know what's going to happen to them. Lord Paul Bush in the house. Also the obelisk in the Philippines. Thanks for letting me know that. So they're aiming at certain establishments by hitting some of the monuments that represent them, I guess we can say. We're going to probably see more monuments, a lot happening. So do you guys remember on Friday or even in the post that I wrote, I think it was Friday, I said, let's see, now that the CERN has started up, exactly what is going to go on. Let's look around in the news really hard to see if anything happens. Obelisks in the Philippines, you just said, but all I know is that the Georgia Guidestones were hit and now the Vatican. So let me see here. And if they still have, I wonder if they have any information about it. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, are you serious, my friend? Are you serious? Well, an obelisk in Vegan City in the Philippines was hit by lightning 3 days ago. This is the post. So whether it was 3 or 4 days ago, it happened. Yeah, July 8th, 2022. Absolutely right about that, my friend. Didn't even know about that one. Struck by lightning. Whoop, whoop, Rome. Whoop, there's something there. Hold on here. No, I won't watch that. Let me back up here. Struck by lightning. Rome is something just up with Rome now in the Philippines. Talking about them together. We should take a quick look. That's bloody videos. I don't want to see a video. I wanted to see an article. Okay. So yeah, you're absolutely right, my friend. The Philippines, I just saw, I guess 3 days ago, they said that there was a storm and it was hit by lightning. Is that freaking some of you out? Whoop. Sorry, I had that in front of there. No, that is a little freaky. Little freak. Maybe we won't talk so loud about, about the lightning strikes. Hey, guys, we've all talked about these things and we're all expecting not expecting, actually. We all said, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if it happened, right? Good, hand of God or whatever, strikes them all down, saves Earth. I don't know. You got to wonder with everything going on. Hey, Stu. Again, sorry I said hi to him before. Thanks again, Stu, though, for being here. We have Lord Paul Bush. Or thanks for letting me know that about the obelisk in the Philippines. So that's the thing. There's other countries happening, right? So next, there's some obelisks in Washington too. Lots of lots of things around where people probably. I suggest you just maybe stay away from most of the monuments in most of the countries for the next few weeks, months. Charlie Williams, hello, thanks a lot. Manfree's here. Raymond, an obelisk in the Philippines was hit too. Thanks, you guys, for that information. I didn't even know about it. Didn't have time. Hey, Ghost Hunter, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening in, guys. Lias, hello. A lot of action in the Vatican City. See, the Vatican City, it has its own monetary, has its own military, probably has its own language. Everything independent. It has its own mail, postal service and stuff. Everything is independent. It's its own little governance there, So you got to wonder. Serdar, thank you for listening in, you guys. Hey, Bulldozer, thanks for being a member, you guys. Howdy to you. Thanks. Appreciate that, man. Can't thank you enough for that, Julie. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, I have a friend's channel too, you guys, if you want to listen to a friend's channel. And maybe you have a hard time understanding English. I also post videos on the French channel. Channel's dead, so I'd appreciate the support for sure. Caleb Benjamin, thanks, man. Christopher Rollins, I don't know who was live till now. I didn't know who was live till now. It's me. Hey, what's up, Clyde Laws Rules? I hope you're feeling well, bro. How are things? Thanks for listening in, man. Thanks for the amazing support over the years, too, bro. All of you, actually. So, yeah, man, Vatican City. Something's going on in Vatican City. Another obelisk that was hit. Didn't we see all those obelisks appear at one point? Remember, in the desert? It's still there, by the way, I think. I think it's still there in the desert. All these obelisks, metallic obelisks, started appearing everywhere around the world, and some people came up, which I love you all with the theories. It could be, aliens. It's saying where there's going to be hits or where they're going to take over. Or it's an energy tool or something. We all know about the direct energy weapons and satellites and all that. So we got the Space Force just on the 7th, if I'm not mistaken, of July, came out openly about there being a problem with cyber attacks and wanting to prevent cyber attacks on their satellites, because they can attack the programs operating those satellites with malware and cyber attacks. Very concerning, very scary. Question the answers. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, my friend. I saw the Christian as a family name one. Yes, Guidestones inscriptions says RC Christian, a pseudonym. Yes, absolutely. Those letters rearrange exactly. Untarnished conspiracy. That is awesome. Thanks. Wow, I should be the one that gives you $10 for having shared. That's a good one. A perfect anagram with the misspelled word pseudonym. This is crazy. So right in our faces. It's right in our faces. Question the answers, definitely. And thanks for that generous contribution. But that was a hell of a good one. You guys hear that? It doesn't get any crazier than that. It doesn't get any crazier than that. All the crap that was happening in the Bible where, what would have been really cool? I was hoping that God would rewrite the Guidestones. I know I don't want to push it, but I would have loved to have seen it, like, what the hell? Like, Biden's a dick, and no, maybe not that there, but something along the lines of that, oof. I got chills, actually. Yeah, exactly. Agent 00. Think of it. Guidestones in the Vatican, evil, right? Whatever. There's something they have to do with each other for sure. It is incredibly interesting. I was blown away when I heard that. A couple of you guys and gals, when I mentioned it also. Again, somebody, thanks again. I don't remember the name. Somebody commented it on the last video and said, Bruce, a whole bunch is going on. Didn't even make a big thing about it. Just said the Vatican on fire. I said, whoa, what do you mean Vatican's on fire? And I went to look, and he's absolutely right. And it just happened because what happened a couple of hours ago, 6 or 7 hours ago, is when the post was out, but it would have happened the 10th. But again, there was a time of change, whether it was in the middle of the night. On Sunday, Papa Francesco was up in the window with a sermon. There were thousands of people there, or many hundreds of people there. I think it is thousands of people there listening to him. And that would have happened the same date. So very happy that these strikes are happening without there being people present. I hope, either way, I'm still happy. Whether, strike or no strike, death or no death with people, you got to appreciate what's going on. It doesn't, can we say that something as big as a fluke accident, that there's no coincidence with the obelisk in Philippines? And again, I'm talking about the obelisk in Philippines because somebody mentioned it. I don't even know what they represent. You never know. Those obelisks in Philippines, is it just a picture of a girl? No, it could be something significant, like something similar to the Guidestones, or an evil obelisk. Like I have a black obelisk here. I'm gonna keep it away from the windows for sure. Heat maps show 4 or 5 hotspots on the ground near the Vatican. You're damn right about that. And maybe it's underneath that we're trying to reach something. A lot of people don't know that. Could you imagine that my own mother explained to me where the Vatican telescope was? She goes, it's in Arizona. And I said, wait, what do you mean in Arizona? She goes, yeah, the Vatican telescope's in Arizona. I said, oh, okay. We call it the Vatican telescope, Lucifer, but it's actually not the Vatican. I was hoping that smoke, I said, who knows? Maybe it's Lucifer burning up. No, I don't think so. But I'm so curious that they're not talking about it, especially Alex Jones, and nobody. It's not out there, but some people still know about it. And again, I saw that on the news in Israel, where people from Rome are talking about it. Shouldn't YouTube be filled with people from Rome right now crying, talking about the Catholics in danger, right? But they're not, or they're not being able to. Like here in Ottawa, when the protests happened, I couldn't reach my own mother across town. We're having problems. Everything was scrambled. So direct energy weapons or satellites that are scrambling things, damn right they're scrambling things. Can a direct energy satellite do what just happened at the Guidestones and stuff? We could assume, yeah, because they can go take out ballistic missiles on the ground for Pete's sakes. I was shut off yesterday for speaking about this on the French channel. You're going to say, hoo, no, it's true. So you go back and see the eerie things I was saying on the French channel. They just cut me off. The electricity went off here. Completely went off here. Thanks, Little Minx, and thanks for the message. Also, I love you for it, and I can't thank you enough for being here. Lots of love from Montreal. Thank you so much. San. Hi there, Bruce. Watching you from Texas. Hey, Texas in the house. The ones protecting the border. Thanks a lot. Thanks for keeping us informed. I'm ready for them to take down all the evil, corrupt devils on this planet. Let's go. San Len, thank you so much. I'm all for it. I'm absolutely all for it. You're darn right about that, for sure. Julie, thank you so much. Yes, what about my little Princess Pelosi? Gosh, you gotta hate her, eh? Yep. Was she denied it? I heard that she went through it, then left, and it exploded. Coincidences. Oh, so she was denied it. I thought that she actually went and was able to get communion. So oh well, they didn't want to give her communion. Boom, right? I tell you that Nancy Pelosi. Also at CERN, startup baby girl born with 4 arms, Shiva. Yes. Listen, it's getting a little creepy. But that kid with the 4 arms, maybe it is Shiva. A little scary, eh? I just hope they don't hire her at the CERN. And I just showed the obelisk at the CERN, so I hope nothing happens to it. Thank you, Julie, so much. Red Horn. Yeah, crazy news coming from Vatican City, and it's not even coming from Vatican City. You could see it's people there on the ground that couldn't reach the Vatican. They're just literally filming this massive smoke, hearing lots of signs of explosions. Thanks again for the generous contributions, you guys. Heard massive explosions, and don't forget, for those that didn't know, the Georgia Guidestones very recently, were also hit by apparently something from the sky, but I'm not going to hide that someone was seen leaving the area the minute it happened. Also, that's even a bit more mysterious. Or was he there setting something, or was, it's weird that it did come from the sky. Philippines obelisk. A few of you here just shared it with me if you're just arriving at the stream. There's another obelisk in the Philippines that was hit apparently by lightning, and it literally looks like it's just like a weather guy saying that lightning hit an obelisk and stuff. Like, whoa, out of this world. Thanks, Julie. Stephen J. Ford's in the house. Hey, Bruce. In recent events, not to my actions, appeared on my phone as being viewed was my videos I wanted to show you. Put 2 + 2 together. The mentioning of others. What was that? Hey, the electricity just jumped here, guys. We didn't even go off. I wanted to show you, put 2 + 2 together. 4. My mentioning of others, UFOs channels, and you were added. Hey, thank you so much, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen, I'm telling you, well, I can't even say it. Anyways, thanks, Stephen. John from Wales, thanks so much for being here, man. Blew up the lizard Luciferians. Yeah, tell me about it. Well, tomorrow I'm going to buy myself a new fan tomorrow because my other fan died. And it died at the same time that CERN started up. So I'm pretty sure it's no, I don't think it's CERN, but I think it was due to die pretty much. Pretty much due to die. Yeah, nice to see you here, Floyd. The Agent 00, thanks. Yeah, listen, the Vatican archives, right? There's lots of information and documents inside of the Vatican, especially in the basement, everything, the Vatican archives. When there's a fire at the Vatican, apparently there's a special way to put out the fires that the priests take care of that I heard, because water is not to be brought on a fire inside of the Vatican because it will destroy the documents, and most likely talking about the documents in the library, right? I mean, they got everything there, probably all the missing parts of the Bible also. Very interesting stories from the Vatican. I don't know if you've all heard that they have a large statue of Satan there, very large statue of Satan who's sitting on a throne. Can I say beautiful setup? It's pretty exciting when you see it and you wonder, like, why the hell would they have that in the Vatican? Something so negative, but whether people are just saying, yeah, but he's the ruler of Earth right now, and that's the only reason why they put it up. Okay, yeah. Did they have to put the flowers and gold and stuff? Did they have to make him look like a king? You got to wonder what goes on in the basements. Apparently, very weird ceremonies, not necessarily rituals, but hey, who knows, go on in the Vatican basement. So they say, well, just rumors will say, okay, not going to get fact checked. Kiss my ass with the fact checking. They bring kids down there and they do certain ceremonies, but it's where they do the ceremonies. It's where all these gods are up on the wall, and that's fascinating. The Vatican would have all these gods, and even Greek gods and Zeus. I think they're all there, all around the figures, just like demons too. Everything's there. So it's all the people that paid for all of that. Apparently, like 1%, and then you guys and gals can get informed. Probably about 1% of the money that the Vatican receives goes out to the poor, and all the rest is help to maintain the documents, the wood, the priests, of course, probably whatever they're doing, right? Damn right, Daryl, he is. Yeah, and that's what I should have called it, Julie, a special live stream, because nobody's talking about it. It's not in the news. I saw that very mysterious video that I'm not even going to share here of, the Vatican, what seemed like it was burning. I tried to be sure that the date of that it was posted was really something that was actively going on, and they are talking about it in Israel. It's just not Israeli, and I have a hard time speaking Arabic, or Israeli or whatever. So, but it is coming out. Yeah, tunnel cleaning. That's going to get. That's more like tunnel bombing, probably is what they're doing, eh? Well, it happened, they say, Josh, right at in the Vatican Square where the obelisk is, and apparently they say, what I heard was that the obelisk was bombed. But then after that, a massive plume of smoke rose up, and the smoke went up over the Vatican. So now, at that time, the Vatican was completely engulfed in smoke, very thick black smoke. And there has to be a lot of buildings burning, guys, because the obelisk was cement and there's stones on the ground. We shouldn't hear all these explosions and stuff happening. But again, like some of you said, it could be the gas lines under the ground. They could have whatever hidden there under the ground, electrical lines, most likely. Who knows? There's a military really not far from the Vatican. So could that have something to do with it too? I have no idea. But it's scary stuff when you think of it happening. Rich Williams, thank you so much, bro. Hey, Bruce, it's good to see you. I got unsub from. Hey, thanks for letting me know that, man. For some reason, and haven't been getting your notifications. Thanks so much for letting me know, bro. Did you get my email anyway? I hope you have a great day. It's good to see you again. I will definitely check the emails. I've been having problems with the emails, as I always do, guys. I'll go check if it's something today, especially. A couple of other people wanted me to go check it too. I didn't even get time to go on Patreon yet, but I promise you, Rich, I'll double check the emails today. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm continually missing your emails. I know it happens so often because a lot of you tell me. I really apologize for that. Something I have not mastered. A lot of them disappear. Had an interview the other day, and I didn't even get the bloody emails, but I will be looking. Rich, thanks so much, man, for letting me know about people getting unsubbed. And thanks for resubbing if you took time to resub too, especially. Prairie, thanks for being here. Exactly. That's exactly right. The Georgia Guidestones. And another thing, Josh, is I also heard again through the grapevine that there was more than one explosion in Rome. I can't confirm it though. That's all I heard at the same time as I saw that video, that there were several explosions in Rome is what was in the post. So I don't know if other areas of Rome also got hit or if people were hurt or not. I mean, they did not even mention it in the news. I can't get over they didn't mention it in the news. I'm wondering if the obelisks were installed partly so alert when a PX system is near by there being plasma lightning rods. That's very, very smart, post-apocalyptic wildflower channel. Thanks for bringing that up. I love the theory. I love the ideal of that. Maybe it has something to do where those obelisks are set. Like, I mean, oh my God, I dare not say it, guys, because when I talk about things here a lot, they do happen. Those of you who've been following me since the beginning, I showed a post in the community a couple of days ago about the Vatican and my door, how Benedict, the priest, was a German soldier, by the way. And 2 days after that, the Vatican was hit. So sure, it's coincidence, but I'm always a little careful with what I talk about. I get these premonitions. I can talk about certain things, and often a lot of shit happens. And sometimes I'm dead on when I talk about them. But that's a good one. And yeah, it could be. It could be. We don't know how they're built or formed or what's underneath them. There could be some generator. So hopefully we won't see any pyramids blow up in Egypt or something like that. Or I think things are getting so serious. Can you imagine the head coming off the Sphinx or something like that? And again, shouldn't talk about it because we were talking about energy in the CERN the other day. Remember that? I hope some of you remember that. Like just not long ago, days ago, we were talking about that. Let's combine our energies. And I said, let's stop CERN. And then I said, let's see what happens after the CERN starts up. Let's take note, real great detail by researching and looking around. We didn't have to look around. We were woken up the next day with the Guidestones that were down. That was like mind blowing, like, whoa. And then it didn't stop after that. There's a lot more going on. And there's gaps for you and I to have little gaps in some of the information is because it's coming out so much that we can't all know what is happening. Shinzo Abe, the former Japanese prime minister, God bless his soul, he passed away. He was assassinated a couple days ago. And why do I say that he was a good person? Because he was, and he was an ally of the States, of the United States, if I'm not mistaken. He had connected with Trump and a bunch of politicians to try to bring a better connection with Japan and the United States. So we're going to see some hits with good people and probably some hits with the evil people. I said it just in the French stream yesterday. Yes, it was yesterday because I did it a day late instead of Saturday. And I said we're going to see everything go on because now the hitmen are out. They're out in the streets everywhere. Spies, hitmen, everyone's doing all these coups and whatnot. I think there's a lot more that's going to happen. Like, who knows if the Vatican's not just something to, and the Guidestones just to change our, to make us look there instead of what else is really going on. Everyone's expecting false flag events. I think we've seen quite a few of them already. Search footage for 150 people. Amen. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do have some people on. I'm probably not going to be here more than in all the hour because it's so bloody hot and stuff. But I would be more than happy to. And if any researcher or person, whether you're a researcher or not, no matter how big or small you are, and you'd like to come on, well, we can organize that for sure. Fridays and stuff like that. The Source Networker. If you'd love to come by, I'd be more than happy to have you on for sure, with pleasure, absolute pleasure. Thank you for asking, man. Julie Healing Leaf, magma. Oof, 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 oof. That's scary. Like, you mean, is Earth cracking in half? Is something going on? They found out the fault lines were in California way back hundreds of years ago. And I say hundreds, maybe 100 or hundreds of years ago, the 1800s or something like that, where the fault line they found out where it was because it just opened up all along the coastline in California, and you're like, woof. So maybe they say the tectonic plates, which are just plates underneath, are always moving inside of Earth. There's no, we have this solid ideal that Earth is solid. It's a whole bunch of moving parts. You got atmosphere around it. Everything's always moving, expanding, contracting, and of course, magma always drifting around. Maybe it's not that way necessarily what you meant, but if so, also the magma. There's like now we have magma weapons. We have plasma weapons. Like we were talking about the last time, the particle accelerator. There's particle tech, particle beams would be very dangerous. It'd probably be very manageable without necessarily assuming it was CERN. But it remains very, very interesting with what's going on. If it wasn't, boy, I tell you, makes you really wonder. Laurie, how's it going? Yes, more and more of these satanic symbols will be attacked. Boom, 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 amen. Amen to you, Laurie. I think it's true also. I think it really is. Rich, and everyone, thanks again for the generous contributions. I think you're right about that. Definitely probably going to happen. Yes, Julie, thanks. Our strong friend Clyde just went through a whole bunch. Rob Wilson, hello. Thanks, Rob. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for being here. Jay Shu in the house. Brucey, how you doing, brother? What's happening? So much is happening. So much is happening. I'm hot. Also dripping here. I'll have a nice fan tomorrow to be able to fan my big ass off. And you guys, there must be at least 125 of you throughout this month that told me, Bruce, there's definitely something going to go on. Things are coming. And I'm not talking about what we've been talking about through the past few years. I'm talking about what you guys are really ramping up now in the comments saying, no, Bruce, like expect at the last minute, something's going to happen. It's going to go boom. Everything's going to happen at the same time. It's going to have a domino effect, right? That's what's going to happen. There's going to be a domino effect. I think we're already seeing it. Don't forget, amongst that, the Sri Lanka president, what's his name? I laughed so much. Gotabaya. The guy's name, guys, is Gotabaya. And he just got his palace stolen. So gotta buy a new palace. I was just laughing yesterday. The president left. They got people throwing rocks at his head. He entered a ship, a naval ship, got onto a naval ship, and is taken off. I didn't mention it here. I don't know if you guys know it. There's 3 to 6 ambassadors in Ukraine that resigned or were fired or arrested. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but there's a lot going on. Boris Johnson recently resigned, even though my friends in the UK make me understand that, yes, even though he's gone, the agenda goes on. I understand that, but at least we got one that is out there because he brought the new world order into the UK like nobody else did. He was the first one to do it and build back better bullshit, unfortunately, that he was doing. And that's what happened. Christy. Thanks, Christy. Love ya. Thank you so much, you guys. Christy, the Vatican explosion at the Vatican, and I think more than one explosion at the Vatican, but that I can't confirm it. I'm not even here to confirm that there was a fire at the Vatican. What I saw, don't forget, like all of you, when I look at some news, I'm excited to share it, but I'm very careful to be sure that it's not fake news. It's happened to me, right? For the first time, actually, well, probably other times. What did I post the other day? I'm not from the UK. There's an episode in the UK, apparently, of a comedian that does pretend news and, pretends to do hangings and stuff. I had no idea about it. I saw this video and I thought it was, did you just see something go by? I thought it was real. Definitely thought it was real. And I posted it and somebody said, Bruce, your credibility. And I was like, what's wrong, dude? He goes, it's not real. All right, relax. I'll take it down. Jesus. Relax. I'll take it down. Pablo, railgun, love it. Talked about that a couple of years ago. Jeez, Murphy, I'm still so hot. Talked about that a couple of years ago, guys. The railgun. They were talking about trying to make one on the moon. For those who don't know what a railgun is, it's incredible. The railgun. First time I saw the bullet of the railgun. In reality, it's just a big ass piece of metal with a head on it that is shot. No, not at the speed of light, but really friggin' fast out at the end of the rail, and then that's also railgun. How I could see the UFOs, Pablo Rolando, leaving La Luna, leaving the moon, probably was something in that principle, like a rail gun where it's just along a beam and it just that goes through concrete, it caves it through everything. There's some awesome videos. Thanks again, Christy, and everybody. There's some awesome videos about that actually on YouTube. Very, very interesting. I'm hearing, hearing a bunch of crap around me here. Do you hear who wants to rebuild the Georgia Guidestones? Are you? No, please. No, you're right, Stu. You can't make this shit up. And if you're serious about that, Pfizer CEO, unreal. Don't we have a whole bunch of news coming from Pfizer all the time? We have the head of Pfizer at one point saying not to take them, not to give them the kids, and then on the other side they're saying he's full of shit. Then that guy disappears, and then all of a sudden they continue on. No, nobody's like like nothing happens. So it's incredible. But isn't that funny? Well, maybe we should have hit there instead of hitting the stones. But anyways, I won't bring that up. I do not know if you well, Julie, if you're talking about the Georgia Guidestones, folks, it's the English stone that was hit first. Then I saw with my own two eyes two more be taken down. And if I'm not mistaken, there could possibly be still two up. I didn't see the video of those being taken down, and I haven't seen a video of the place being completely leveled out, except for what they picked up around there. One moment, please, guys. Feeling hot, hot, hot. It is hot, hot, hot. It is hot, 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 hot. 86 degrees in the house. Eh? Imagine that. The sun, a little bit crazy. Not everybody likes the sun videos, but it's understandable. But if you look at the sun videos, when I post sun videos, I'm not going to post a boring sun. I'm only going to post it when it's really active, when there's a lot of stuff on the sun. That last video that I posted, the supposed bird-like object in the video is not a bird. Look at it carefully. It is definitely not a bird. I'm going to bring it up in the next video. We'll zoom up on it and we'll slow it down. There's no head to the bird, and it doesn't flap its wings at all. And it was crossing the whole path of the sun. And don't forget, if you see the whole sun with the P900, you all know it's because I wasn't zoomed out. If you zoom in 700 millimeters and stuff, you're going to have the whole sun about the size of the screen. And do any of you remember the bird-like object that I posted 4 to 5 months ago from 2021? Remember, it was like with clipped wings. It was incredible, because here's the thing. In the last video, and not the music video, but the last moon and sun and moon video, go look at that object. It's actually a triangle, okay, with the nose to the left. And at the back, it has a dome of that space and time being compressed. It does look like that. Birds, in my last video, nobody saw them. Nobody mentioned them. There are hundreds of birds that are going by in the video over the sun. They're all small and tiny and going like that. If a bird is close to me and it goes by in front of the camera and that I am zoomed out onto the sun, you're not going to see the bird because the bird is going to be too big. That's a fact, right? Think of it. There's a bird in the tree in front of you, but you're on the sun zoomed out at probably 1,600 millimeters. If a bird goes by and is perfectly nice and in view and in focus when you're zoomed out, you logically understand that that bird would be extremely far away. And since you're zoomed out, that bird goes by in focus. All the birds that are around me from very far that are all in the sky are not going to show up on the telescope or the camera because they're too close. And if you're zoomed out, the objects are going to look see-through, or you'll just see like a shadow go by, which you actually see that in the last video, if I'm not mistaken. Go back and look at the head of that supposed bird. It's bird-shaped. It's got two wings. It actually, the wings are at the head. And at one point, as it's traveling across the sun, it goes like this. All the wings go like that, and then it goes back, and then it adjusts. Take a look at it. I thought it was pretty cool. And again, just my opinion. Some people thought that it was a bird, mentioned it was a bird. So I was like, we could fight for years about that. I'm not here to fight. It could be, but those of you following me since the beginning, I've shown the birds, and I have done tests with birds to try to see what they look like, and those really don't look like the birds. Maybe it's Capstone. Have you heard of Capstone? Capstone is now on its way to the moon, and they're going to be setting up the telecommunications on the moon so that people will have access to Wi-Fi, the internet, Google, for searches from the moon. So they're going to be doing that in 3 or 4 months. We're going to have the Capstone satellites probably will be there. They're going to register right now. They're on their way to register what the gravity is around the moon, to know what pressure it will take and what consistency, the vessel's going there supposedly. So they're going to have to find out how to land. So in other words, they're trying to find out for the first time how they could go to the moon in reality, right? Because they supposedly lost all the information back in the days, they said, which was very funny. Thor 1981, Germany in the house. Thank you so much. Tommy, thanks, man. I think so, Tommy Bird. I think so, bro. I think they really are connected, man. It's too much, especially the obelisk, the meaning of it all, right? Especially the meaning of it all. And there's something to those obelisks. Look what's been happening with all the statues being taken down, like, Benjamin Franklin statues. You got all these statues because they said they were slave owners. Well, the slave owners, but they were still the founders of the country. And listen, I think we all agree that slavery is bad. We're past that. Those people, if they did have slaves and stuff like that, I just think it's a bit sad that we have to get rid of the whole heritage of what happened. But you know what? I feel for the people that went through slavery, or their families went through slavery, and want the statues down. So for me, I agree with it. I wouldn't fight with it. I'd like to see them stay up, but I'd let them take it down, right? But this is a bit more than just statues. Now it's like going to the source now. So Josh, yes, do check it out real quick. And let me know if you yourself can find any information. And if you can't, let me know. I'll give you the exact keyword that I used. I used Vatican explosion is one that I used. The first term that I looked up to look up. Ultra satanic energy is there. I believe it, Agent 00. I really do believe it. Honestly. National security is mostly why I think I'll keep the video. I don't want anyone being denied such a powerful thing to say is protecting us, USA and Canada, as elsewhere. Godspeed. Damn right, Stephen J. Ford. Yeah, listen, there's some videos out there that some people can do some really bad with, some information, I guess, coming out. A lot of people are leaking stuff, eh? China police got hacked. They got their information of all the people, their addresses, and everything leaked. Apparently, that was 2 or 3 days ago. Rogers, don't forget, for those of you that didn't know, Rogers in Canada, throughout the entire country, people couldn't access the emergency numbers, fire, police, nothing. And Rogers was taken down. They're not even completely back up. They said that they're getting better. They're putting their crap back up. But in reality, they're even going to compensate. If you are with Rogers, there will be a compensation. A compensation for the day that you were without service. And if you were on an island camping and something happened that you needed a call, it wasn't going to happen. Post-apocalypse wildflower. I was going to say wildfire. Search Vatican fire July. Yeah, exactly. That one too comes up. Vatican explosion. But it's actually important, guys, that you put July 2022 in it, because as probably post-apocalypse wildflower knows too, there was a fire in 217, 219, and those are the ones that are popping up when people are looking for what's going on. You too, Josh. Remember to write in July 2022 for sure. First, the Georgia Stones, and now the Vatican. Makes me think it could be a satellite-based DEW. Born again Buddhists, I'm right behind you on that. It's a great big possibility that they absolutely can, and that they're doing it in a way where it's not for example, killing anyone, but it's making an extremely strong, precise message to those people, and they're going to have an ideal of who it is. I'm pretty sure, for sure. Very scary stuff. Me too, Stephanie. Definitely. It would be nice to get the Vatican Library. Just hope it didn't burn. Yeah, it's funny you said that, Charlene. Charlene, thanks a lot. And I have a family member that was talking to me about that this afternoon and said, "Oh, I hope all those documents that wouldn't burn." No, that's something we wouldn't want to happen. And I'm pretty sure they wouldn't. I'm pretty sure that they'll be able to. How can I say it? I don't see them destroying the Vatican. I see them mocking them and taking it over, maybe, possibly. It could happen, So is it an alien being that are doing these strikes? Are they guiding? Is it the military that may be a little bit upset? Did you hear in 60,000 or 62,000 reservists and military people, soldiers, are going to be are out of a job. Their salaries are cut unless they take the what right there. Unless they take that, they're not going to have their jobs. So that consists of, if I'm not mistaken, not far from 10, 12% of all reservists and soldiers in the United States right now. Here, and not here, but in the States. I'm a half American, so I always consider myself American because that's where the shit goes down. I listen to the news there. I have one source for the news that, like, it's the problem I'm following. I don't care about my weather here. Sure, Trudeau. I'm so sick and tired of Trudeau. If you're in Canada and you want to know what Trudeau says and you never have time finding it, go to Safe Space Cafe YouTube channel. I'm going to give that guy a little shout out. He was nice enough to come by here one day, and I went to see his channel. And when something happens as a Canadian in the House of Commons, all the good stuff, if you don't want to listen to 2 hours of the House of Commons and you only want to hear the good stuff, he does all. He puts the whole House of Commons speech from everybody, and he also goes and makes videos of just the best parts. Safe Space Cafe. If you Americans want to know what's going on in Canada in Parliament, Trudeau is going to town. A bugger. That's what he's doing. Michael Blackwell, thanks for being here, man. Nice to see you. Just told my wife about what you said, Bruce, on your channel. She said she heard about it earlier today on the Korean news channel. She's Korean. God bless her. Thank you very much. Give her a big kiss and hug for letting me know that. Korean people are awesome at the same time. Happy you guys are got the chance to meet. So, Michael, where I heard it, you could tell your wife I heard it in Israel news. So, and I wasn't even able to understand what they were saying. So that's absolutely awesome to know. But you see Korea and all that, they're all going to talk about this, right? It's here in the States, Canada, probably the UK, and even in France. They're not going to probably talk much about it. Thanks for sharing that. Well, I appreciate that, man. I have a bunch of people that wanted to trust me on a few things that they wanted to show me stuff. 2 or 3 people, and they told me never to talk about it. I didn't, and I won't. I promised them I won't. Pretty scary stuff. Pretty scary stuff, and I get it. Lots of stuff is going on. Lots of us know. We know indirectly. We know without knowing who, what, where, when, and why these things are going to occur, right? But lots of stuff is occurring. Absolutely, born again Buddhist, 100% with you on that. Stephen A's in the house. Hey, thank you, man, for being here, Stephen A. I appreciate it, bro. Yes, Stephen A. We did. Actually, Stephen A., haven't we been talking about it for the past 2 months? I know you and I have here in the community. There's lots of people like you, like Stephen J. Ford. We get into these conversations and all this crap happening. Some people were really surprised at the Vatican, and still we don't get information about what's going on right now. It happened just hours ago, and it's like, what are they going to do? Just Rome is going to go back to normal and people are just going to walk around like nothing happened? Maybe something very serious happened there. I have a link, the link where I got it. I'm not going to share it, unfortunately. Prairie, I'll tell you the exact name of the link. You could type in, and on top of it, July 2022 Vatican fire. especially like our friend told us to type in July 2022, you'll go right to it. You're going to see a thin telephone video of whole freaking town on fire is what it looks like. And you just see that massive fusioning fire, which I can't help but say fusioning fire. Hey, thank you, Sadar. Sadar is watching it right now. They can't hide this for long. Angela, welcome. Capchuck, you're absolutely right. That's exactly it, sister. They're not going to be able to hide it. Nope. Can they? I don't think they can. And I think what they're going to say is that they're going to downsize what happened. They're going to say that it's something like maybe they're going to say, well, unfortunately, the gas lines all meet there. And there was a little earthquake in Vatican City. And what happened? It set off. You watch what they're going to say. They'll probably say something like that. Or they're going to turn around and say, we're being invaded. Nelson is talking a lot, administrator at YouTube. And the last thing he said, I don't remember what it was, but he's been talking. But before that, he said that China is trying to take over the entire moon. So people were laughing about that. Not a lot, but a couple of you were laughing about that. And listen, I would be pretty worried. And I think there's maybe some truth to that. What's going on, It's very alarming to see China going to the space station where you see all these Chinese, American, and Russian and Canadian astronauts all holding hands and loving each other when everyone's fighting in each of those countries down here. Who the hell is running the show, right? Near impossible to know. Yeah, we did, bro. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, exactly. Imagine when he gets mad. I know I did after seeing the Vatican video. I had cramps in my stomach just watching it, guys. Chills going down my spine. I had my hair standing up on my arms, hearing the explosions and stuff. And you know what? Nobody's there. I don't see anybody. I see this big event and I don't see anyone in the streets. Like there's nobody there. And it's happening, It's happening, guys. It happened, actually. And probably more is going to happen. So what's going to happen is that I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. I only slept 12 hours since the Vatican, since the Guidestones. I keep looking every day to see what's going on. I don't understand why they're not talking about the Vatican, but you know what? It could be because the story is so damn huge that they're all working on it now to talk about it. I did see the daily, I don't know anymore. Damn, is it Daily Mail or Daily Globe? Not sure. They did mention also the Vatican. I was on the Israel Prairie. Actually, Prairie, I'll go get the link for you. I'll go get the link right now for you. With pleasure. Don't you move, and I'm going to give you that. I'll give you this one instead. It's not the one I found, but I just saw it there. Oh yeah. Okay, I'll give you this one. You'll find it with that. And this is, I don't even know, just to give you an idea. Truth Seeker 3, Rome burning, huge explosions, fire, obelisk in Vatican Square, Wikipedia bombing of the Vatican. And again, let me be sure that this was not. Yeah, and this is dated July 11th. So I'm going to give you all the link there. It doesn't say unsafe connection, so I hope it's not going to be a virus. You got to be very careful, guys, when you're looking for when you become a truth seeker. You'll be a truth seeker for one day and your computer will get a virus because the titles that you look for, like FBI, CIA, secret society, Davos, when you start looking at all that, your computer starts acting really freaky. So here's the link. If you guys want to see it, you'll have to look to see if the video plays, if there's a play video there. And if not, you'll be able to get the information there for sure. It's a long link, but you all can check it out. I just didn't want to post it now so everyone would disappear, but do take the time to go check it out. Sunshine Dragon, I only found a fire in the archaeology park from Rome happened yesterday. I only found a fire in the archaeology park from Rome happened yesterday. Yeah, that's probably one of the other events. I think there was several events that happened. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, Dora 333. That's what people are telling me. And I did see it online too, that she was there for a communion, but I thought they gave it to her. But I guess apparently she was refused it. And then this happens after. Very weird. That was a good one. It's the underground. That's where the jackpot is. Think so, Stephanie Curry. That's probably why they were aiming the place. Give me one moment, everybody, please. Be right back. I did pretty good, guys. I was able to stay on for a little while, anyways, with the heat and stuff. But tomorrow I'll have my new fan. Lo and behold, I hope I don't lose any weight in this heat. Yeah, definitely, Stephanie. The underground is definitely something that, yeah, Julie, that is something. Yeah, Julie, Healing Leaf, Archaeology Park. It does not sound interesting. Getting rid of evidence, born again Buddhists. That's what they're doing. Maybe there was something there. Even the Guidestones, maybe there was something there that they got rid of. That's very smart. Alien, well, you know what? I think there's some truth to it. Hand of God, hand of alien, maybe the same thing coming from the sky. Maybe they're the ones here to take everything down. Maybe they're pissed too. Maybe they are definitely mad too. Stephanie, thank you. Greetings from FEMA Region 9. Appreciate that. Wow. Shaky past. And if I miss some of you guys, it's not deliberate, I assure. What the heck is going on out there? Vatican police are here. No, I'm kidding. Shit starting to hit the fan all over the world. Yes. I wonder what the catalyst will be. They are so afraid. Cheers from Creston, British Columbia. Thank you so much, Shaky Pest. British Columbia in the house, home of one of the oldest universities in Canada, if I'm not mistaken. Columbia, right? Thanks a lot, Shaky Pest. Maybe Washington, D.C. will be next. Well, I just said it, Charlene, not too long ago, because there's obelisks there too. Obama, I always had a little joke as to why he built a black monument that was higher than the white one. But anyways, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Where else are there obelisks, right? Where else are there statues of devils and stuff that are inside towns that are being worshipped? And I think we're going to see some interesting things go on. Carrie G, thank you so much. I love you for it. I greatly appreciate the generous contributions, guys. I think maybe this was a message to the Gray Pope. Oh, yes. Great job, Bruce. Thank you so much, Carrie G. It could be. And you know what, guys? I almost regret having spoken about the Knights of Malta and the Knights of Templar all week. I'll tell you what. There was a death in one of them, one of the Maltans, and someone highly placed, and it happened a couple of weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken, and don't know much about it. But do you notice that there's a lot of resignations, a lot of arrests, and there's a lot of deaths, like assassinations and stuff? Hopefully, the least as possible. But the ones that, listen, the shit that's here that has to leave, I hope it leaves. That's all I'm going to say. The shit that's in this world has to go. Enough with the human trafficking and the slavery. We're a civilized human race, and I don't think that comes from the humans wanting to enslave the human race. I don't know. Maybe, like Julie said, maybe it has to do with aliens, you know? It's scary stuff when you think of it. Really scary stuff. And try to keep up here. Georgia Guidestones hit obelisk, and DC hit obelisk in the Philippines. Hit now the Vatican area. It's incredible, eh? It is definitely incredible. I don't know what's gonna. Yeah, wait a minute. Was DC hit? Not. I hope DC wasn't hit. Was it? One more. I hope it was. No, I'm gonna say that. Let's see here. Oof. Sorry, guys. Very unprofessional. Me wiping my forehead here, but it is a little warm. Washington Monument is an obelisk within the National Mall in Washington, D.C. The Washington Monument pictured. Oh, look, they took a picture in June 2022 of it in case something happens to it. Well, lightning did hit the obelisk in Washington on August 19th, 2021. That was the time where it did. I don't see anything about the might hide Mason's prediction. Some say Washington, D.C. is laid out as a Masonic code. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Might hide Mason's prediction of the apocalypse in 2022. So, well, this was posted on July 23rd, 2021. There's talk about the Washington Monument. Why? Because we just mentioned it? It's totally weird. History, height, dimension, date. Spectacular bolt of lightning struck in Washington. Again, that's August 17th. Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting seeing what's going on. It's a bit exciting. Carrie G, thanks again, man. Actually, Carrie G. I call everyone, man. I'm so sorry, everybody. Every time I see someone. The other day, some lady named Michelin came and said, "Love my videos." I said, "Thanks a lot, bud." I stop doing that. Pilgrim preppers here. I want to see some preppers. They're the ones that know. Yeah, Stephen A. Crazy stuff, eh? Sounds like no one knows squat on here. On here. What information are you furnishing us, oh queen of? That's a good one. The people here, my dear, consist of military ufologists, people from MUFON, people from the government, Canadian military, Spanish military, researchers, doctors. Quite a few of them have come here and enjoy the channel. So if you have any information to share with us, I'm the only one talking about the Vatican's fire. Hello. They're talking in the news, but it's not the Vatican burning. It's the archaeology park that has been burning yesterday. Yeah, it's at the Vatican too. Like I said, that's a second spot that is burning. There's 3 places that were hit apparently. There's a video here on YouTube about the explosion. Yes, there's lots of videos that are going to be coming out now, I guess. Yeah, the big black one. I don't know, Charlene, but I tell you what, I think it means that the people that were ruling this earth had a contract signed and they had to withhold many treaties. They had to withhold many mandates and certain things that they were probably not allowed to overstep its boundaries. And what they did, they were supposed to keep Earth at 500 million, but in harmony, and maybe doing it in a non-savage way, because you can't help but wonder why they pay. They did this here in Quebec, and I think they're still doing it. You have a child, they pay you to have a child. You get more money if you're on welfare to have a child. I mean, why make people have children if they're going to take them away? Well, that's the idea. The ideal is not to abolish everyone on Earth. The ideal is to continually experiment on us and to keep the death level at a certain thing. Now, I won't say anything more than that, but that's exactly what I believe. What the hell are the Astra poles? Yeah, that's a subject everyone talks about, the Astra poles. Never heard of it. We're all dumb here, Julie. Raymond, rumor has it the 30 more to go. I believe it. I believe it. I hope it's every day too. Every day. 2022 time of revelation, they're going to say. Have you seen any of my videos, Julie? UFO videos? Vatican webcam shows no problems. Tower looks okay. Yeah, no. The tower I saw didn't look okay at all. Post-apocalyptic wildfire, plasma lightning, plasma fire. Very interesting. Obelisks are being hit all over the world if you're just arriving. Even now, information coming out about a fire at the Vatican. Not a fire, an explosion. I saw it. I saw it right in front of the Vatican, smoke coming from the Vatican. So if there's an archaeology park beside the Vatican where people are thinking the smoke's coming from there, sure, it might be. But it was said that it was the Vatican that was burning. So is the Vatican inside burning? I think I gave pretty much information about the way I heard it. It's that I saw the explosions in the videos, and I saw the burning in Rome, and I saw that it was today and posted today, July 10th, and now July 11th that I just saw. But I don't know much more than that. Margaret Leach, thank you so much, Margaret, for having been here since a while now, you guys, and thanks for the extra help all the time. Appreciate it so much, Margaret. It will, Stephen A. The truth will set you free. I agree with that one. Yeah, 30 more would be pretty interesting. So that's what I mean. We should locate all those evil obelisks or satanic obelisks or whatnot that are around the world, and it'd probably be pretty interesting to see if we can take some bets on which ones are going to be hit next. Huge fire in Norway's Gates Foundation food warehouse. Heard that too. There's it smells like smoke here. A big ammunition plant somewhere. I don't know if it was this week or something. A big ammunition plant went to shits. Another explosion there. It is, Bulldozer. Crazy times. And again, Bulldozer, thanks for being a member, my friends. We're about to be bounced out of our own Lagrange. Yes, point. Yeah, I think so. Hello, Beth. No, yes. My pleasure. You guys are the great surprise. Thanks again for becoming a member, my friends. Thanks, Margaret. Margaret. Julie. Thank you so much, Julie. CERN startup, baby born to look like Shiva forearms. That is the scariest thing I've ever heard of. Maybe that was the ritual they did in that video that I showed in the community. That's something else. And people are saying, Bruce, that wasn't a real ritual. Yeah, okay. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but I'll tell you what, whether it was real or not, it's like saying, oh, I saw your kid upstairs in his room the other day when I was babysitting him, and he was pretending to stab his teddy bear. Yeah, but it's just a scenario he plays. He's not violent. He's just pretending to kill the teddy bear. Yeah. Why? Because maybe he likes killing people. Why would they do that in the Vatican? Sorry, I'm stuck on the Vatican. Why would they do that at the CERN? And what I'm talking about is a ritual video. And there's not just one. There's one of them in the woods also in the back. And they all have red cloaks and hoodies on. and they're talking about Satan and they're worshiping the devil, and you hear them talking about worshiping the devil, right? So sure, Satanists exist. We could leave them. I've talked to a few of them online, real ones, and they had no rituals being done. They said a Satanist told me that, whether it's true or not, they told me, Bruce, if you see someone that says he's a Satanist and he's doing rituals and he's actually sacrificing people, because he's very evil. So, it does make sense, I guess. Like, it doesn't mean I appreciate the Satanists more than anyone else. It's that he's being honest, and he says, it could be lying. But in reality, people don't have the right idea. Those ones doing rituals, my friends, and those secret societies and crap, they're psychotic people. The ones that were Masons and Freemasons here in town, like, are all buried in my cemetery, which was a religion. Those aren't the ones that are the targeted Masons, right? So it's like very odd. All the presidents were Masons, and they have all their, there's different meanings, like Napoleon putting his hand inside of a vest. It's actually a noble. It's actually supposed to mean that it's a warrior showing respect and calmness and kindness to a nation of people. So Napoleon was saying, I'm going to cut your heads off. That's basically what he said he was going to do. Thank you, Darla. Stacey Adams in the house. Breaking news. Every member of the Vatican has spontaneously combusted. Wouldn't that be incredible? Burnt in place. Nothing damaged around them. Some of you seen that? The spontaneous combustion? Some of the documentaries and everything that's out there, where people burnt up in their seats, but the seat didn't burn, just the whole body singed to a crisp. Spontaneous combustion. Apparently our cores, the nucleus, and look this up. This is real, what I'm going to tell you. And you're going to come to a post where it says not a lot of scientists know or even talk about it. The nucleus inside of us can be activated, and it would represent an explosion many times the size of a nuclear bomb. One person. Because of our nucleus inside. If it was to combust, imagine that. Maybe that's why the aliens stay far away from us. So I'm telling myself off, guys, every time I go off screen. So endure with me, please. Oh, boy. Maybe I should shave my head. Just shave off my head. I look so good with the head shave. No, I don't. Little Mink says, I think this is a fight between good and evil. 100%. I believe it is. It's a fight between good and evil, 100%. And inside of the Vatican and everything that's going on, people have the right to know what's going on, I believe, and they're not telling us what's going on. Hola, Bruce, gran canal, y gracias por toda la información. Saludos desde Chile. Muchas gracias por venir a mi canal de investigación. Thank you so much, Luis Rodriguez. Sorry about that, brother. I love the Rodriguez. Is that one of the most popular names, Rodriguez, in your area of Chile? It's a name that's a very popular name. When we hear all the players and baseball players around, all the famous people all have that name. So maybe Luis is famous. Luis, I gotta thank you. Muchas gracias desde Canada, mi amigo. Sal, I'm so excited about the next moon report. You said it, brother. It's going to be something else. So let me scroll down here to a thanks again question the answers. I appreciate that, brother. That was a hell of a good one. Do you guys see that one? That's crazy. Awesome, Clyde. Thanks, bro. Herbert Kristen was one of 3 men behind the Georgia Guidestones. I heard a little bit about him, and so that was the ideal. The ideal was like the Christian guy for an anonymous person was to build it. There's something about John Turner. Is it Turner at from CNN too? There's something that he's involved with that too. And the names, it was sold over to the county of Alberton, and then they took care of it. I guess billions of dollars invested in that, and it's made out of granite, like 7 meters high, 15 feet high, and represented several languages, which is weird. The Swahili, Arabic, and English, and French, and Russian, and Chinese, which is definitely the first stone that should have been hit, in my opinion. But who knows? That's just me. Hey, Bern, thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Bern, for stopping by. Know that metallic obelisk is gone. It disappeared. Don't know who took it. Hey, Stephen A., thanks for letting me know that. You know what? I just saw a report about 3 weeks to a month ago, and the guy went in the desert and it was there. So is that an older video maybe I saw and they removed it? Maybe that's what I saw, because I thought the same object was there. And that's the one I'm talking to you. Oh, well, there were several metallic objects. I'm talking the one in USA. I don't remember where it appeared, but it was behind the stones. The first one, if I'm not mistaken, that appeared, or something like that. First or second one. But it's gone. That's I heard both videos. I heard that it was gone, and I just saw recently the guy said it was still there. So again, it must be a video of right after some people went into the desert to see if it was actually there, and it still had remained there. I had heard that somebody had taken it out, or it had disappeared during the night, and nobody knew how it disappeared, which is pretty interesting, eh? It smells like fire. Nothing burning here. Oh, it's not my computer. I'd flip out. I've been there. My favorite sculpture is a huge rock carving in gray there of Jesus. Hey, Julie, thanks for letting me know that. Susan Farrell, remember they say Washington, the District of Columbia, they own it. Yeah, I believe it. So it smells like burnt wires. Neighbor's house is burning and I'm smelling the wire. Michael, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. Mojo in the house, massive fire in Netherlands, food plant owned by Bill Gates. Another recent news. That's another good one going on. A little worried about the smell. Holy crap. Maybe it is a computer getting hot. I don't know. Oh, wow. It is getting hot, actually. The fan's on. I bought my iMac Pro the first time, guys, and the fan's been blaring ever since I bought it. Give me a sec, guys. Just want to be sure it's outside. Boy, am I ever stressed out today? Well, it's not me, guys. There's just a horrendous smell of burning plastic outside, like somebody's burning some clothing or something weird. It is disgusting. It appears to be a live stream of the Vatican, and it's fine. No smoke or fire or chaos. Well, it's not recently. It's probably not recent. Like I said, what I saw in the recent one is burning. But thanks, Ron, for letting me know that. I'm looking at, I got the post right beside me here. I posted the link here, guys. Check it out. You'll see that there, it's never happened. The Vatican is on fire, and I saw it. So if it's something that happened in the past it would be definitely something that would be bigger than just a little fire. But like I said, they said that it happened on July 10th. There was an explosion about 7 or 8 hours ago. Hello, Emmy. Beth, no, yes, the evil is finally getting its ass handed to them. Yeah, you're damn right, Beth. Thank you for coming on. It's my pleasure. You guys, thanks for coming here and listening in to this interesting event. Hello, Christy. Hey, and Windrar can barely hear you, but oh yes, I'm here trying to listen. Thanks, Christy. I'll talk louder. Hardworking lady, as always. Thanks, Christy. Everything's jumping around here. Let me scroll down. Thanks again, Julie. Carly's in the house. Simon, hello to you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sunshine Dragon, for letting me know that. Every news are talking about the fire. It's just not the Vatican, which burned yesterday. The archaeology. Oh, okay, yeah. Like I said, no. Check out the video. It's the Vatican on fire. Like I said, guys, I saw it. Flames, smoke on the Vatican. That's what I saw. But it could be that it's suddenly not the Vatican. But I'm going to keep streaming about the Vatican being on fire and having been hit. On top of it, the obelisk in the Philippines that got hit. So we'll see. Tyrants just seen the live stream. Me, it's a whole bunch of people in the community that told me that the Vatican was on fire, so I looked it up. Just seen a live stream. What's going on, brother? Yep, we have apparently. Thank you, Alto Jesus One. It's exactly where I saw it. Israel 365 News is reporting it. They were live there. I could see it, and they were showing the Vatican. Alto, that's exactly the one where I went, and it's in that one you hear all the explosions and the massive fire. It was quite overwhelming. I recognize a few of the areas. It really wasn't on the Vatican area. Thanks, Leia. Nice to see you. And now I'm going to scroll down. Joan, hello. Yeah, I have heard that. Pig Losi, I love it, Charlene. Yes, I can't stand her. Stephanie Kerr, interesting. Very funny that you say that. You're right about that too. It was that black too. It was that black. Look, just like the oil coming burning up because oil underneath. Oh, that would be so interesting, Stephanie, that they have all the oil barrel reserves in the basement of the Vatican, and then somebody just went and zapped it. And that's a good one. Carly's asking also, why was the smoke so black, right? Well, I don't know. It came up like a mushroom too. Andromeda Native. Hello. Yes, Monday Live. We're talking about the fire at the Vatican. Apparently, a giant explosion just occurred at the Vatican hours ago on July 10th, yesterday. And there's not much people talking about it. And I'm not going to hide it. Alex Jones usually is on everything way before us because he has the info. And I haven't seen him mention it yet. So very, very odd. Black smoke, oil. Yeah, definitely. Duncy drunk low C. Yeah, because her husband, isn't that her husband was let off of everything, eh? By the way, he got caught driving drunk. He even hit into another car, cut off another car. His car wound up into the on some land and damaged some stuff. And it's like, no problem. And wasn't he leaving just like a reunion or something? Very concerning. Blue Rooster, I only found one story about the Vatican fire through Google search. I found quite a few, but like I said, there's the fire in 217. There's the fire in 219, where some documents of I don't know which documents, but they were damaged, and they were explaining how they put fires out at the Vatican not with water because water damages everything. So they have a special technique that the priests put out the fire. So all I can say is I imagine the priests with their skirts off and their asses in the air, and they're just smacking fire stack trying to get the fire out. I don't know. I have no idea. Isn't that funny, Julie? Yeah, well, the Vatican's telescope is in Arizona, so but that's how they roll. The states were kidnapping children here with MK Ultra, and they were bringing them to Canada, the Doria Institute in Franklin, and they were operating Van Allen Hospital in Montreal. Nobody knew about it. Ewan Cameron, the doctor that was there, was also a CIA agent, and he was experimenting and lobotomizing and doing a whole bunch of things. There was a tunnel that went from the States to Canada. He used to live in the States, used to cross over into the tunnel on weekends and come back here to work during the week, which was just unknown, right? Absolutely unknown. Obviously, the tunnel was there. The Doria Institute supposedly has a tunnel that goes all the way to the States, and I wanted to look for it. And on the top of that hill where the Doria Institute is, the asylum, where all that shit happened, the MK Ultra, the Canadian Holocaust, if you want to look it up, there's a massive satellite tower that's up there. And I don't know if it's in that area where they're hiding the tunnel, but I didn't take a chance to go too high up on the land. I had a bunch of really crazy, wacko neighbors, big, welfare guys. Sorry there, but they were, and they came on four-wheelers and tried to scare me to get off the land. And I turned around and I looked at him and I said, "I'm a journalist." I said, "You're going to have to leave here right now." And he left. I said, "I'm here to do the work that I have to do, take a couple of pictures, and I'm out of here." I said, "I'm not going in the buildings." And he left. If you're sitting on those the area or you're trespassing, or like, I wasn't allowed there in Doria, that's for sure. Apparently there was a fire there just a couple years after I'd gone, and it's just too bad. You get young kids that go there into Doria, let's start a fire, bust some windows. Me, I wasn't there for that. I was there looking on the outside to try to get some views and information about what was going on there. It's a pretty morbid place. Rena Martin, the bishop, denied her. She went to the Pope and he did give it. So there we go. So that's what I heard. Thank you very much, Rena. So we were all right. Somebody said that they didn't get the communion. So they didn't get it by one person, but a bishop denied her and she went to the Pope and he did give it to her. It's what I heard. Pelosi was able to get the communion. And yeah, not long after that, well, we would have had the hit. So whether the hit be there, and they said there's 3 different areas, whether the archaeology park or there's a problem with that. An archaeology park, why would it have black smoke? Are there buildings there, And it would have to be exactly beside the Vatican, because it's the Vatican that I saw burning. And in the news article, well, they say it was the Vatican and Israel 365, and they're really talking about it. Yeah, Lori. Very possible, Lori. Absolutely. Hey, let me go all the way down here. Thank you so much, Miss Stats. I appreciate that. It really is provoking tyrants. And if you look at it the way you want to look at it, based on facts and the Bible and everything and what was said, yeah, absolutely. This is a signifying a return of Christ. Consciousness sounds plausible. I think the way you presented it like that, how could I not agree with it? I think it's plausible. Absolutely provoking tyrants. And San Len says Israel 365 News site online dated July 11th, 2022 tells about the fire, and Vatican has a YouTube video posted there. It's exactly right. Thank you so much, San Len, for sharing that. We're going to leave that this for 2 seconds because that is exactly where I was able to see it. That's what I said before. I said it was 3 something, Israel's 3 something. Since I'm not from there, I had never heard of that news. And it was the first one that had the announcement. So it's what I wanted to do. I won't stay too much longer. I love you all. I wanted to come on and let you know about that, about the Vatican fire and about what's going on. I found it very mysterious that no one was talking about it. And if no one's talking about that, well, they should be talking about the other fire. Michael Stark, happy Monday, bro. Thank you so much. I'm doing well, bro. I've been sick a little bit, sore throat for the past 2 weeks. And I'm maintaining, though. Nothing really serious, nothing like COVID or nothing. Just little mild things. Flower Punk Chip, hooray to the destruction of the Guidestones. I agree with you, my friend. It was a very evil, it was an evil place. And the ideal of having that up was an evil thing. And whoever put it up wanted to suppress humans and wanted people to kill off the humans to remain at 500,000. So I'm really happy that those stones are long gone. Renee Brady, thank you so much. 7-7 for letting me know that. I think you're right. I heard it also a couple of places. Maybe there's some happening right now. And honestly, okay, guys, I do this. I've been doing this for the past few streams. What do we do next? What's going to happen next? We have to put our energies and minds together for one nice big event that's going to happen, that nobody's going to get hurt, right? Just feelings, just big hurtful feelings. Mark, thank you so much. Wow, Mark, thank you, bro. Thank you so much. Thanks for all you do. This is a return of Christ, eighth force beings. God bless, man. I love you for it. The fight has been long, and I leave your jaw dropped with an email I sent you. Enjoy. Not another jaw drop, Mark. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take it. Mark, thanks for letting me know that. The minute I get off here, I will definitely go and check it out. Thank you so much, brother. Jaw dropping, eh? Oh boy. Lots of crap happening, man. Obelisk in Italy on top of it. It's like, whoa. Emmy, thanks so much for coming in. Yeah, and like, listen, we'll come on again. If I see something again and we see some more action and something happens, I will definitely come back on, because I think that we're going to be pretty busy this week. Wish me luck for the moon. Super moon on its way. Don't worry. I'm working hard to be able to, well, I'm not working hard to get the moon. I'm praying hard that the moon is going to be visible and that it's not going to be too high up, and that it will be high up in the sky and not hiding behind the trees. Anyways, that's for sure. That means a lot, Mark. I appreciate it, man. And I will check out that email, man. 100%, Daryl. Also, Steve Wood, an odd video of someone running up to, yes, the Guidestones, and placing something next to the stone that exploded. Yes, absolutely. We see it coming from overhead, the strike, but we do see somebody there. That's why I said at the beginning of the stream, there is definitely somebody leaving the Guidestones, and it's right before the strike happens. Absolutely. 351. So if you just joined, I hope you're, hey, hot stuff. So yeah, we're talking about the Vatican and everything that just happened. The Vatican, the Philippine obelisk, and now an obelisk in Italy. The Georgia Guidestones just got hit, and all the resignations, even an assassination of Shinzo Abe, unfortunately, 2 days ago. Thanks again, Mark. Thanks, brother. Tommy says Guidestones video feeds are fragmented. What are we not seeing? Yeah, you're right about that. That's another thing. You good notice, good note, and good on you to notice it, Tommy. They're cut, and the explosion is shown at the beginning, not even a split second before the explosion happens. The video is the explosion. It's like pow, right? Big, massive blue light, like the fusioning there. We can see over the Vatican. It was very, very concerning. And like I said, what I just saw burning in Rome was not just a park. It was many buildings, and the fire was over 100 feet in the air. Also very scary. There's a time capsule underwear. They were talking about it, Joe. That's what I like talking about. Very interested in that. Stephen A, I believe that. 100%. I'm sticking around, guys. Let me go fan off again. The towel off. Oh, it's a hot one. It is a hot one. 86 degrees Fahrenheit in the house. 86 in the house. Man behind the board, maybe these are the first strikes against the globalists and those that perpetrate evil on the world. That's very well said. We can only hope for the best. I'm not going to change anything that you said. You're absolutely right about that. Probably, yes, guys, wow. We are witnessing the first strikes on the globalists and the elites. We've never seen any. There's little things that happen in the backgrounds and behind curtains that we don't see, obviously, but this is pretty huge. And notice that we're not seeing any comments from anyone about them. It's absolutely crazy. So if I miss anyone, I'm going to scroll the way down. Obviously, I can never get everyone, and I always say it each time so that people know. Burning of the library, Alex. There, you said it. You just said it. Pope Alexandria, where I was just talking about that this afternoon. There was also a 12-year-old Pope, apparently, that was somebody tried to murder at one point. 12-year-old Pope. But the Alexandria Library, Alexandria 2.0, yeah, there was talk about the burning of that library, exactly on Born Again Buddhist. Thanks so much for sharing that. Rich Williams, thanks again, my brother. 5 o'clock, Little Minx Road. Was it Dollars Cannon who said the Vatican would collapse from within? Not sure who said it, because I probably didn't know the person you're talking about, but I did hear that it would from the inside. I honestly heard that. I told Jacob Israel they are burning history and evidence. Yes, they are. I know they are. They're burning evidence because they're coming close to getting caught about something, I think. Destroying the history of humanity. Yeah, that's a good one. Boy, is it ever hot, eh, guys? It's the videos on YouTube, a black smoke, and you can hear explosions. Thank you, Christy. It's exactly it. Also, New York put out a nuclear warning PSA commercial. Thanks for saying that, because we know Putin was threatening the West with nuclear bombs also. So it's very important. This is serious shit there that's going on. Very serious stuff. Oof, I almost feel faint. Isn't it, Diane? It's suspense. It's suspicious, and it's like the suspense. Dum dum dum. Major fire at the Vatican. Crickets. Nothing. I have a high of 26 this afternoon. Some flurries in the afternoon. What the hell is going on? They're not even talking about it. It's almost impossible. Yeah, keep the kids out of the Vatican. Stay away from big reunions and gatherings, even in the States, the UK, the France. It's not time, it's time, if you want to get out with the family, go camping. Aside from that, don't do anything. Don't go to any games. Don't go to any concerts. It's what I would suggest everybody to stay safe for sure. So let me try to scroll all the way down here so I can keep up with some of the recent conversations, and because I know I start at the top and I try to stick around at the top. And yes, it is, Stephen A. They said it was 3-4 months on top of it was going to get there. So it went in and went around, and they're going to spend 3 or 4 months in the atmosphere to detect the atmosphere and the gravity and the pressure and everything for their landing. So yeah, I don't believe it was a bird. Like I said, it's rare that I say birds are UFOs, but it doesn't have a head. It has a dome in the front from the pressure of the triangular object. It's just a triangle. And everything that's flying through space will have that wing at the front of it. So that was just my opinion, though. And I could be wrong. I could absolutely be wrong. But bird in the sun, that, if that's what you mean. By the way, the bird doesn't even go by the sun, and nobody even mentioned it. Just goes to show how people are not filming a bird every day. Everyone thinks they know about birds until you buy a camera and you say, holy crap, that wasn't a bird. In my last video, there's hundreds of birds and nobody mentioned them. Nobody saw them. Very small, going by and going around because I wasn't zoomed out. Sometimes there's birds in the sky and you'll see it. I can hardly film. They're all over the place. And you know what? When you see a bird going by, there's never one alone. You always see 10, 15, 20 birds coming from all angles. Oh, 420. That was a good time. We just got by it. 1980 Playboy signed by Burt Reynolds, Peter Gilt, Emily. Are you serious? 3.8 track tape of Saturday Night Fever. And 1,734 Quaaludes. Who the hell was living there? Jim Morrison? That's right, Born Again Buddhists. It's all hiding right now. We're in the middle of World War III or IV, and people don't even know it. Thanks again, you guys, for the generous contributions, too. I'm stuck on his locks. Oh, geez, I have to go down much more. Thanks to stats and everything. Thanks to mods, eh? Yeah, they were lying for sure about the Quaaludes. We could live in outer space. They do not want you to know. Mr. Sandman, thanks for being here, my brother. My traveling brother. Now, listen, that I would believe. They're doing tests on our bodies, saying that it sort of makes the muscles, not strong. It makes the bone structure unsolid, and there's lots that they've been saying about that. And if it's not true, and we can live very comfortably in space, that would be a hell of a secret. And I believe that some of those little lies would definitely come out for sure. Netherlands, Angel, and God's Army. That's what we need. Thank you so much here, my dearest friend. Paulo XXX, this world is like Titanic, Bruce. It really is. It really is. And we actually hit the iceberg, and now water is coming in, but we're just doubtful that the ship is going to flip over. That's exactly what's going on. Personally, I believe that NASA is nothing but deep state BS. I agree with you. Definitely, Diane. Like many say, never a straight answer. I remember parakeets similar to early oxycontins. Okay. Wow. Interesting. I have no idea. It could be. Lots of people say that, Diane. But if the moon isn't real, why are they or a projection? Why are they projecting UFOs? It would have to be a portal. I see them lifting up off the surface, and there's buildings there. So I have very, very bad news for those of you who think that the moon isn't real. We have to try to understand why there would be buildings and activity and fires and explosions and lines and roads and lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. On the moon. There's lots of stuff up there on the moon. They don't need more slaves. They have machines. Paulo, here's the beauty of some of this stupid evolution of the New World Order. Humans have always been used through slavery, through experimentation, every evil means to get those elites ahead. But now they're going to come out, with artificial intelligent robots. I believe they want to automate Earth and leave and come back as they wish, just to get the money, so that computers, not just computers, but artificial intelligent computers and robots should be able to operate and run the entire world here without anybody actually having to be here, and just maybe a communication jail. Imagine a robot going to get somebody in their home and arresting them and bring them off to a cell, putting up a message on the board, take your shower, get changed, go to sleep, eat, shut up. It's totally possible. Maybe that's what they're doing on the moon. Maybe the explosions we saw bumping around on the moon are them trying to hide what's on the moon before supposedly NASA gets up there in 2024 or 2025. I don't know. And you know why 2025? Well, the sun's supposed to be aggressive till then. So I believe in 2026, it's going to be the best, peaceful, and quietest year we've ever seen. But I may be really wrong. But I heard it was a liberation. If ever I've ever heard of a real liberation, it was humans to be liberated in 2026, based on some scriptures I saw and stuff. It's a little bit just in the air. It's not something I even linger on. I'm not really concerned about when and what's happening, and I just know that what's happening is going to happen, and I have a lot of hope and a lot of confidence that humans are going to get a chance to have their peace back. But a lot of you know that there's going to have to be shit hitting the fan, of course, before that happens. So Penny Bunny, come on. Penny Bunny, why does she like naked HD XYZ? Looks like we found you a girl. She even wrote that in the title. Penny Bunny's a little upset because I made a song about her. If you go listen to the last video, you'll hear a bit about Penny's life in the song. But thanks, Penny, for showing us that you're still interested in my research and that I'm affecting you. You know what you're seeing, Bruce? You've been watching the sky a long time. Hey, thanks, Daryl. Oh, I could be wrong about many things, but That's why I said in the video, by the way, I didn't mention anything about a UFO, but I said it's a weird bird, but I really don't believe it is. But because I don't have any proof and I'm still not positive, I'm careful with what I say. But I'm telling you, I've never seen a bird fly like that and that size, and it's thick. It was a very wide wing, which is definitely not a bird. This could be the new leaders attacking the Vatican. Absolutely, because they want the religion gone. They could actually be exactly what you said, Ginger, the